Hello, this is Alexius, and welcome back to another episode of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts as the French in October 1939, where we have just decimated the British cruiser fleet in the Caribbean. Coming back to it, we have a battle in Eastern North America. British heavy cruiser of 9.7-inch guns to one of our 2x2 10-inch gun heavy cruisers. Interesting square off. They're 29-knot cruiser. We're a 32-knot cruiser. Let's get that out of the way. Alright, here we go. Nice easy battle after the last episode. Environmentals are a little suboptimal. And it looks like we're closing in towards each other. Start with armor piercing. There's our first hit. Let's take a closer look. She is running. This is the one we've seen before with the torpedoes all over the top. She does have armor. Kind of capped ballistic on both, so we're better off trying to penetrate the armor in some way, shape, or form. There we go, some flooding. Aft belt, possible to get out, take out her rudder. Not that that'll be too much of a factor for us. Yeah, the sweep of that rear turret is not good. 10 kilometers. Let's go ahead and angle back in. There we go, aft deck penetration. Aft belt over back. So we have flooding and internal damage, rudder damage. Identify her as amphitrite. She's turning. Trying to get that B turret in, maybe? There we go. Penetrations with the 2.9-inch gun. This is the one with the bore. absolutely. We have Captain Ballistic High Explosive Rounds. We'll start using these. 50% chance to hit currently. There we go. Did not penetrate though. Bleed due to the deck hit. We're looking at. The angle is poor. Maybe we should keep the armor piercing. Now that penetration's pretty good for the PG. We're at 8 kilometers now. We get through about 5 inches of armor. Which is about where the main belt is. I like our chances. 2 hits after belt for penetration. Damage for the HE rounds is only double. The AP still makes quite a difference. Torpedoes in the water. Horribly inaccurate. Now down to less than 7 kilometers. They successfully returned to fire with a glancing hit off her deck. Welcome to have taken that, especially since it takes some torpedoes with it. Switch those to armor piercing. Considering how light her armor is. Flooding. Back aft. She lost quite a bit of speed. She's like 24 knots. Come left again. Out of very close range. Although 5 kilometers. Water in 7 through 10. She is fighting back. Her damage is minor. Alright, we'll go back to our ship. We're getting close enough. This is going to be hazardous with any torpedoes on board. This is exposing our flames. And rightfully so, she's penetrated. Four belt is our weakness on this cruiser. Let's try some armor piercing with the main caliber, since we did take a couple of big hits there. Quite a bit of damage and flooding. And we report the same on our part. This range, I think the secondary is going to go back to HE. We flipped the shell types together. Engine 1 damaged. Well down. In the ocean. Should have made a swifter turn because we couldn't stay on the course we were on. Because of this. Torpedoes at that range. Very hard to avoid. Down to 20 knots, they are down to 11. High casualty, the desert. Could have been better, but it worked. That takes care of the British and the North Atlantic naval invasion of southeastern seaboard. Got 6 months left. We have quite a lot of shipping. Not sure how much more we can add. We have a naval invasion of Portuguese Guinea, which should be not as solid as I thought it would be. It's okay. How many months do we have? 1. I'm going to bring this group back. We have a single destroyer that we're trying to take out. And we have the wolf pack to do it. Military conflict. Nassau. That is appropriate shipping, and it is in the appropriate zone. No chance to succeed is 100%. The attacker is the United States. Oh. Yeah, that's not going to work out for you. What do we have here? We have the heavy cruiser pack. Let's go ahead and double those up. And these are the 4 battle cruisers. I don't think I have another one of those in this group. Oh, I do. Oh, this is an older class. We can still do it. Combine those 2 fleets. Unless this is the appropriately older. Nope, that's the Esperance. Those are our tacklers. The Madeleines are also older. Different. Older. We got that sorted out. Naval invasion Bermuda. Need 10,000 tons. We do have this group. We can send them up there, see how that does for at least ticking down the timer. That takes care of all of those. Looks like we never got anything out in South America, so I'm gonna go ahead. They're coming. Much time to... Oh, that's theirs. I don't have to worry about that one. We can just wait for them. And they're well positioned. We have a destroyer. We have a destroyer. Stand by there then. We have a heavy cruiser. We're not going to be able to do with those. Alright, how are we with the Soviet Union? Fine. I'm not going to start any new invasions. Not this month. 158 for transport capacity. Don't really care about the research. Fleet, we should. Yeah, we have repairs. Everything's building. Financially, Got 100,000 tons. Have to think about that. Valencia, we have battle cruisers, light cruiser. Remove the submarines though. Let's see, what do we have out here? Bergen. Are we blocked? Oh, Gibraltar. No, Gibraltar is ours. Or is it not? Oh yeah, we discovered that a couple episodes ago. Yeah, we're stuck. We can't get those guys out now. We do have a lot of coastal subs though. We can scatter those out. I'll do that off screen. And then the only last thing to figure out is what we're going to do with 100,000 tons of shipyard space. I think we're going to leave it and move on to November for this one. Alright, we have a British sub attacking one of our fleets successfully. US sub going after our cruisers unsuccessfully. The Hood. Actually, that's a sufficiently dangerous battleship, and will be going against one of our super cruisers. This ought to be interesting. Alright, here we go. I don't think you really need to scream. They are in that direction. Stick with armor piercing all the way. Environmentals are typical. Spotted them already. We might be in their range. They're using 16-inch guns. 36 kilometers is a little far though. We open fire first. All seashells from them. Their guns are not traversed. We have them outranged. In that case, full broadside down to 17 kilometers. Drawn over penetration on the deck. Likewise with the foredeck and main deck and main tower. Explosive are much shorter range though. Like we jammed the alpha turret. Ship is starting to settle on a course. Our cruiser has range. Ah, there we go, return fire. sitting at 7 kilometers. What kind of torpedoes we have? 11 kilometer. Alright, let's go. Oh, she's running. Ah, the A turret's freed. Shift sides. Oh, they counter torpedoed. I'm gonna save those port side torpedoes till they maneuver. Oh, there they are. They maneuvered. Close at this point. Two torpedo hits. Fore and aft. Perfect. Oh, this could hurt. Flat out missed. Get the next salvo of torpedoes out if we can. Don't see them moving though. Flash fire. Lost the light cruisers doing work. Alright, follow the Clemenceau. Which is now at 13.5 kilometers from the hood. Lose in a brawl against the hood. Don't want to get too close. We have very good belt though. Maybe we're working. Hood has a good citadel. Not the deck though. There we go, some more flooding. Careful as we are now within range. We believe the turbo electrics, which makes them highly maneuverable. Wood is now broadside to us, which is a dangerous position for her. Although she does have 16-inch guns, so it might be bad for us too. Yeah, they could penetrate. Down to 7.5 kilometers. Alright, let's come left. Ah, dead torpedo for us. Major flooding. And flooding. Oh yeah, we're seeing some significant flooding there. interested in turning away from armor piercing. Flash fire on the Alpha turret. By the stern. Massive flooding. She is not one. Point blank shots straight into the bow. Elevated bow. And that's enough flooding. She's done. End of that battle. One victory point worth of damage on us. That could not have gone better. Followed by another British cruiser fleet in the Caribbean. Against our destroyers, we will try to escape, but that does not work. I think that'll take us way over on time again, so I'm going to go ahead and call it here. And with that, I'll call this episode to an end. Appreciate you joining me. Please leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I will see you all next time. Take care, everyone.